I'm knitting here with Cerelia.
And I'm knitting with Nora.
Book 282 is all about Latitude, a new yarn for spring. It's got a nice hand to it and a really nice striation. Cerelia Rose is a new designer with us.
Hello, everyone.
And she had a great idea for photographing this book.
Right, I think it came first from the photographer. He found a location, and I just had this picture of rock stars' girlfriends traveling with the band and living out of their suitcases, and that's kind of what guided my styling ideas for this book.
So our lovely model, Chioma, is throughout the book, and she's the rock star's girlfriend. Absolutely. We start with Avery, which is one of those sweaters that I use my favorite line, it looks a lot harder than it is. So there's a really nice lace stitch across the yoke of it, and it from sleeve to sleeve with just a slit for the neck. That's where the real interest lies. And then the bottom of it is just stockinette. And then you can really see the striation in the yarn.
The next one is Aramis, and it's a really bold statement piece, I think. It's kind of an open-backed apron tank, the really dramatic cowl neckline. And, you can just layer this over dresses or other longer tank top we did here.
I'm also thinking on this one that for the person who can't handle this boldness, because it's really his particular style, that if you just took the cowl off and put strings on around the neck, it would be a completely different piece, but same instructions. Mm-hmm. Arzote is your basic t-shirt. I think loads of people are going to make this one. A little pocket, set-in sleeves, throw it on over your jeans, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm. A basic. Ankara is quite the opposite. It's still a basic long line cardigan that's a really slimming silhouette. Nora, do you want to explain the pocket detail?
The pocket is the pseudo pocket now, but it could be a pocket. The front, that's the right front, comes down and is extended longer, and you fold it up. We've just tacked it on two places on the side seam and in the front, so it kind of looks like a pocket, but all you have to do is sew that seam, and you've got a real pocket there. And then to finish it off, there's a belt interest. It's a little bit of a high belt. Really makes for a flattering piece, I think.
Right. It's like I'm always trying to find ways to wear obi belts, but this is like a little faux obi belt look to it.
Built in?
Yes, exactly. So Aroma is a nice little accent. Really, it's just featuring the fantastic color. It looks like some sort of piece of turquoise jewelry or something. It's crocheted and just some floral motifs and easy, is that mesh?
It is the mesh stitch and then a kind of a granny square, a little prettier than a normal granny square. And it seems like one of those things you think a scarf isn't for spring, but these days it is. And in this yarn, it's not warm next to your neck, and it really makes sense.
It's an accessory scarf. So speaking of accessories, we have a tote. It is a big, nice beach tote, or not really beach tote. It has a beachy feel, I think, because of the colors. Remind me of pebbles or sand or something like that, but it's large and in charge.
It's got two simple stitches to it, one on the bottom in one color, and then we switch to the stockinette on the top. Now, when we photographed this, you put something inside of it, right?
Right. I put just a knitting basket that I had in the trunk of my car. It was kind of a last-minute call just to give it some shape, but you could actually recycle. We were talking about old bleach bottles or just cut the bottoms off of, whatever you have laying around that could give it some stability and shape.
Right. Arme is a cute little vest. I'm glad you're going to get to see the front and the back of it here in this slideshow because it's got a lot of back detail with the center that comes up and goes over the neckband. And in the front, it just hangs kind of slim with little neck extensions hanging down.
Right. This one, to me, is one of the most rock and roll pieces in the whole line because it just looks like something that Steven Tyler would put on or something over his old concert t-shirt. It's very cute and lots of attitude in this one.
The last piece in the book is another vest. It's Aubrey, and it's got a high yoke with little pleats. The bottom of it pleats into the yoke top, a wide neckband, a button at the chest, bust line. That's what I want. And in the center back, there's another pleat.
Right, really flattering.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one that will look nice on a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not just super slender models.
Exactly.
All right, well, thanks for coming on tour with us through book 282. Next week, we'll be looking at book 283, which is Bonsai and Seduce.
See you next week.
See you next week.